Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. 2 days ago I made a video on India and I was claiming over there that the United States of America is trying to do a little regime change, has been trying to do a regime change little action over there. And how do they do it? They start first, blaming India for, not respecting some human rights, something, religious freedoms or LGBTQ or Papa Kapadupu, something like this, that the United States is entitled to point its fingers to everybody else because they're perfect. I'm talking about the government, okay? But the problem is you don't deal here with smaller countries and I would say less important countries. This is India. So India obviously smacked back that governmental institution that pointed its finger at India, which let me show you right here. So I made this video on the 22nd. Proud India smacks global moralizer USA as it tried to pull a quote-unquote regime change on New Delhi. I made this video and I made it on an article coming from I think it was the Russians, reporting on India saying, you know what guys, shush, don't you try create problems here in our country with interests that are really trying to break India apart, because Modi did not agree to impose sanctions on Russia and still buys Russian oil and sells it on the global market, which is a bad dude. India has nuclear weapons. India is a big country. India has 1.5 billion people almost, or something like that. So it's not really, you can't really push it. And India has a bad history with the Western world, which if you remember were arming Pakistan against it, while the Soviet Union, the bad dudes, were helping India. So India with Dr. Jai Shankar, that I like very much, foreign minister, I like very much, they have balls, and that's exactly what it's going to do now. Now India applies the same method, the same treatment to the United States of America, claiming, no, what's going on? You guys don't respect the religious freedoms in your country. And the United States is going to say, they will be like in denial, couldn't believe that another country will dare to point out how great they are not. Why? Because these guys are losing it. That's the point, are losing it. And this global moralizer always points finger to everybody else like they're clean. Clean up your backyard first and then you point a finger. If you want to be recognized as having some moral authority. At this point, don't think so. So this was the video I made, and here is the article with Dr. Jai Shankar, who's gonna smack these guys right there. New Delhi reacts after Hindu temple vandalized in California. Jesus fucking Christ. Where is California? California is in the United States of America. So a Hindu temple was vandalized in the free country of the United States that respects the religious freedom, except the traditional Catholics. Remember the FBI memo? Be careful on those traditional Catholics. They might, praise Jesus ahead of Biden. Not good. So, not a believer here, but still, when I see garbage, I will call it out. Regardless who are, the guys who are by the moralizers. So here you have, India says extremists in foreign countries should not have space to operate. So he smacks them. Remember that the Americans in that video right here, I made the whole point, I'm not going to go over it. The Americans and the Canadians tried to stick some assassinations, attempt and successful, unfortunately, about some Sikh separatists, which India calls terrorists. I made in that video, I'm not going to go over back to that one. You can watch it and have all the explanation. Nevertheless, now they provide them with the same treatment. Hey, they should not have space to operate amid an ongoing row with US and Canada. New Delhi reacted strongly on Saturday to the defacement of a Hindu temple in California, the United States of America, with anti-India and pro-Khalistan graffiti, reiterating the, and I'm quoting, separatist elements and, quote, should not have space to operate in foreign countries. The attack on the shrine comes amid an ongoing row between India and its closest Western partners, US and Canada, over New Delhi alleged targeting in these countries of Sikhs activists campaigning for a separate state, Khalistan, to be carved out of India. Now, United States cannot promote such a thing because they don't want to have, as I explained in that video, I think, Aslan being created by La Raza in the United States of America. Sounds familiar? And people are like, what the fuck is that? Why don't you go and check it out, La Raza movement? Not La Raza the Ray, La Raza the race. They're weasels too, okay? They learn from these guys from the Mediterranean Sea. They learn it. And then Aslan, the land of Aslan, find out what it is. And, you know, those little, I know, five newly created states that were purchased from Mexico. Oh, you can make shit up, man. These guys have so much garbage, but they are the moralizers. All right, so one of my favorite, intelligent with bolds, right here, Dr. Jay Shankar. I usually don't use the doctor thing in front of anyone because I think that's garbage, because otherwise you should use in every engineer, teacher, whatever, dog catcher, Tom Jones or something like that. And we don't. We're only for the doctors. Why is that? Oh, because they're different. Well, you know, not all of them are different. Yeah, they might be different, but in different ways. Anyway, but that's me, an asshole. So let's move on. And I'm quoting, "We are concerned about separatist elements operating on foreign soil, and they should not get space there." So what's going on? You promote that? Jay Shankar, External Affairs Minister Subrahmanyam Jay Shankar told the media in Gujarat on Saturday. He added that the consulate had logged a complaint with the US government and police, and an investigation is underway. See? They claim that you guys are not doing a good job to protect religious freedoms, and you give space to the extremists in your country. Now, what are you going to say about that? You exceptionalist. Okay, let's move on. The authorities at the Sri Swaminarayan Mandir Hindu temple in Newark, I thought it was in New Jersey, but they have one over there too, California, said they were shocked to discover anti-India graffiti on the walls on Friday. Photos posted online by the Hindu American Foundation HAF, Jesus Christ, combination between the Romanian and English, HAF shows slogans praising separatist leader Jarnail Singh Bhindranwale and insulting Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi. That's the way to go, right? So this guy, Bhindranwale, a militant leader who established a quote-unquote parallel government in the Indian state of Punjab in 1980s, was killed in 1984 during Operation Blue Star. Oh, fuck. Blue Star. Which was launched by the government under the leadership of Indira Gandhi. What happened to Indira Gandhi? No, here are the things here. I can't, whatever it is. India has repeatedly raised concern with Western countries. Oh, they're not perfect? Including the US, UK, and Canada over a lack of action against pro-Khalistan supporters, despite repeated threats to Indian diplomatic missions in these countries, as well as the Indian leadership, including the Prime Minister. So again, it says that the Indian consulate in San Francisco, California, came under attack twice this year, allegedly from pro-Khalistan activists. FBI Director Christopher Wray, during a recent video visit to India, said the US is probing attacks on the consulate aggressively and would be able to share credible leads soon. The US State Department Bureau of South and Central Asian Affairs took to X, formerly Twitter, on Saturday to condemn the vandalism while welcoming the efforts of the Newark police to, quote-unquote, ensure that those responsible are held accountable. That's what it is. The police captain told the press conference that the vandalism will be investigated when full thoroughness. The incident comes as US and Canada are investigating India's alleged targeting of pro-Khalistan activists on their soil who were designated by New Delhi as terrorists, while Canada has linked agents of the Indian government to the killing of Sikh activist Hardeep Singh Nijjar. In June, a US court indictment says an Indian government official orchestrated an assassination attempt against Gurbhatwant Singh Pannoon, the founder of separatist organization Sikhs for Justice for All. New Delhi has rejected Canada's allegations, but formed a high-level committee to probe relevant aspects of the U.S. case. So, it says, meanwhile, several U.S. lawmakers of Indian origin, Vivek? But they're not lawmaker. He's not a lawmaker yet. And I hope he's not going to be a lawmaker. I hope he's going to be a president. Have condemned the defacement of the temple while calling for swift justice. Ro Khanna, who represents California's 17th district where the vandalism took place, condemned the incident in a post on X, adding, "Freedom to worship is at the heart of American democracy." Blah, 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 blah. That's a statement. All right. Another Indian origin Congress said something else. Doesn't really matter. Point is, how do you like me now? You know that song? How do you like me now? How do you like me now? Anyway, that's the way it is. How do you like India now? Do you think India cannot say garbage about these guys here? But they don't, the small countries were not there to draw the attention of the American military-industrial complex to be up and the intelligence community to conduct a little regime change over there. That's the whole point. But India is no Libya, right? And Libya is no India. Libya is what? 4 million people? India, anyway, nuclear weapons and so on. No, you can't. That's why you can, if you want to really find out on this planet what countries are independent, are the ones that dare to point out some misgivings in the United States system, political, economic, social, any kind of area, because they are. But the problem is these guys, somehow they think they are the global moralizers, and always when they have an interest, they go over there and say, hey, you don't respect democracy. Hey, the LGBTQ rights are not respected. Hey, the women are not paid equally. Hey, they always point their fingers. Like here, things are, hey, okay. No, they're not. They're not. I mean, as great as it is, right? No, it's getting garbagier. Bad and bad, worse and worse. That's why we're here, to make sure that we bring and make America fantastic, better than it was ever. And not like, victimhood mentality and this kind of shaming and blaming and trying to, create a guilt, which I told a few of these guys when I had some conversations. Guys, stop. I do not have the white guilt. Stop. Don't try. That means they had to get the only weapon they had, and lay it down. And then they had to use the brain instead of shaming you with their garbage. So the same here. This guy said, yeah, do you think we can't do that? Yeah, we can do that. There's plenty of garbage in your backyard that we can point out as well and become the global moralizers all of a sudden and threaten your global position as the exceptional. You lost that. You better put, you are in the process of losing that, my American friends. And I don't like that. That's why I'm doing this. I think I'm bashing this just because I'm a hater of that. I'm a hater of certain things, but anyway, which is injustice. That's one of them that I really, really hate. Injustice. Truth or lies. I hate lies. I love truth. Regardless, I think the plain truth should be told straight, without beating around the bushes or, going around the building a few times. No, euphemisms and all that garbage. How are you supposed to solve a problem if you're not honest about the elements, the variables, analysis? That's why my 4 words, how should I put it, motto, or the last words of my videos, all my videos are stay strong. That means you have to be strong to be able to face this garbage. Stay strong, stay smart. I don't say be smart. Stay because you are smart. The same, stay strong because you are strong. And then you stay smart. That means open-minded, not to accept garbage, but to accept, and then look for the truth. That is, with your intelligence and with your courage, with your strength, what do? You look for the truth. That means objectivity. And take it from wherever it comes, verifiable. Bring it in. And then dispense justice after you reach the conclusion with the evidence based on courage, strength, intelligence, knowledge, open-minded, objectivity, Then you disperse justice. What does this mean? You know what this is? All right, So thank you very much for being with me again today. Good job, India. Thank you. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.